What's going on, guys? It is me, Bear Gamer. Welcome to top 2. Now, you're used to seeing top 5s on this channel, but the reason why it's a top 2 is because I seriously have like less than 10 minutes to make one more video, and I do not have any of the gameplay clips. So, yeah. So this is pretty much the only thing I could do. I couldn't really think of 3 other things that needed nerfs, but I'm just gonna go over 2 of the biggest nerfs in the game. So, see you guys there. Number 2. Okay, and coming in at number 2 is the Regrow Rainbow Rush. Basically, they extremely nerfed this rush. It wasn't OP, but I would say that it was pretty much, you could consider it OP compared to some of the Bloons that you can actually send. So basically, what happened here is they did a price increase by over pretty much double the amount. Now the original cost of the Regrow Rainbow Rush was $675 per set of rainbows, from $675 to $1,215, almost double the amount of the original cost. So remember, okay, so in this update, whenever sending out a Regrow Rainbow, we'll just know in the past update that one set of rainbows could have been 2 set of rainbows, basically. And pretty much this let you to go for insane rushes with these Regrow Rainbows. You can go for, I would say, unstoppable on most maps, because of if you boosted it up, let's say if your opponent, okay, here's how, if your opponent didn't have a boost and you had a balloon boost, it's pretty much almost impossible to defend. It is possible. You can get the Super Monkey Fan Club, but on most maps, the map is too small to defend it. Of course, you can get up a Blade Maelstrom, but still, on most maps like Hydro Dam, you're probably not going to defend that. And it got nerfed from $675 to $810 in the next update. So it went up about $200 in price, and people were still complaining. They're like, oh, $675 to $810, that was not enough. As you can see in this video, it was $810 at the time. They're like, oh. And then they finally nerfed it again to $1,215. Now, it's nerfed to the point where people don't really go for rainbows at all. They just go for the zebras because of how cheap the zebras are compared to the rainbows. And I do agree. But yeah, everyone used to just go for round 13 rushes all the time and pretty much take wins that way. And at the time, not to mention at the time, the game was still it was kind of fairly new. So not everyone even knew about the Rainbow Rush so you had to deal with the Rainbow Rush for a long time without even knowing what it actually did. And people thought people were hacking for going for these extreme balloon rushes on round 13. They thought it was unstoppable and all this stuff. But it is, of course, defendable by all means. But yeah, on to number 1. Number 1. I expected it. Everyone here expected the Cobra in the number 1 spot. Now, when the Cobra came out, there is a whole amount of, like, it gained a whole bunch of popularity. One, you got to keep into account, is that it cost 5,000 medallions, which means at the time, battle arenas were not out, which means the only way you can get medallions is from playing the assault mode. And if you win, you get 7 medallions. You have to keep playing that. So you get 5 to 7 medallions, 7 lives, 7 medallions if you get no lives lost, 5 medallions if you lose any lives, but you still win. So basically, it's going to take months to get the Cobra at that point. And then they're like, so no one really complained too much because no one really had the Cobra unless you paid $5 to get it. I actually paid $5 to get the Cobra. And then the battle arenas came out and like, oh, I didn't have to spend $5, but I guess you could have spent $5 to get it early on. So basically, why is it overpowered? The first reason was at the time, if you fought someone using the Cobra, you're pretty much dead. Why? The attrition. Now, there's 2 ways they could have killed you. The balloon adjustment. You're like, oh, the balloon adjustment, you can defend that easily now. But back in the day, the balloon adjustment used to cost way cheaper than it is now. Not way cheaper. It was just cheaper. And the attrition, I think, used to was cheaper as well. I think it was the same exact price. 600. And basically, it stole 2 lives from your opponent, and they eventually died at 0 lives. Of course, the weakness with the tower is it sucks against anything besides, like, supporting you, because you gotta admit, it sucks against mobs, it sucks against Bloons, it sucks against pretty much everything. If you need it for defense, you do not want to get it. So basically, why this is so OP is because you could pretty much kill your opponent on rounds 22, and basically they couldn't do anything about it because they can't rush you. If you have Dart Monkey, just get a fan club, and boom, they're dead. They're dead. And then Battle Arenas came along. A lot of people got the Cobra because the Battle Arenas, and they nerfed it, and boom. Pretty much the story of it. Hope you guys enjoyed a short video. I would explain more about the Cobra, but I seriously have to go right now. And I'll see you guys later. Like this video, subscribe, and yeah, I'm so sorry about only making this 2, but I might make another one in the future. Bye.